But let's not go to either of those clubs just yet. Let's go to our next game, which is Motherwell 3, Ross County 3. So, I've got a bit of a story, a small story to tell at the start of this one. So this was a game that I was wanting to watch on Saturday. I was like, I'll watch this one. And so basically, I had to move. At one point, I had to got up a bit late in the day, kind of similar to you on the Sunday. Got up a bit late in the day. I was like, right, okay, don't have time to, because I needed to go to my partner's house. We were getting picked up to go to something at back of 5. So I was like, right. So what we'll do is we'll stay, watch the first half at mine. Get the car at half time, go to ours, everyone will be hunky dory. I'll miss 5 minutes tops. And then as soon as we walk out of my flat, it's like, you've not got your car with you, have you? We went out last night, your car's not here. So I had to get the subway across Glasgow. By the time I had arrived, it had just gone full time. So I watched so even had I realised, I could have been like, right, let's go now. So I missed the first half, but I'll catch the second half. But no, because I didn't realise until I walked out my flat, it was only the first half I caught. So the first half is 0-0. Barely anything fucking happens. Second half, 3 each. 97th minute equaliser, or 94th minute equaliser, I should say, from young Luca Ross, and I missed an absolute belter of a second period. And that was very annoying. But I have watched the whole game back now. So I watched the first half on Saturday, watched the second half not long before we started recording. And I have to say, after being pretty unimpressed by them in their 0-0 draw with Dundee in midweek, I thought Ross County were pretty good in this one, and it's only a kind of, lack of mental toughness and also some defensive calamities.
I mean, the second goal.
The second goal is what a laugh.
That's there's so much wrong with that. That's one of the notepads for the season of worst goals. It's in that scenario. There's just what's going on. But I mean, Ross County. Maybe listen to us during the week from our podcast, complaining about the back three. They moved to a back four.
Yep.
And Eamon Brophy brought back into the team.
I mean, Simon Murray, very good throughout their time on the pitch. They, just in terms of so much more dynamism, so much more kind of, there was a lot of interchanging they had. It was Jan Danda in the first half. I didn't think Danda actually necessarily played that well, but County themselves, nobody really played well in the first half. Motherwell were getting a bit of joy by kind of both basically their wing-back positions. Brody Spencer hit the bar, he also had another shot. But it was more, I thought, the right side with Paul McGinn basically pushing up from right-sided centre-back and creating those kind of overloads, and Motherwell were getting a lot of the ball. They didn't really look like scoring because their front pairing of Ollie Shaw and Theo Bair, talking about not good enough at this level, that certainly applies to them too. But then in the second half, when Kyle Turner came on, he was really getting involved in the play, linking a lot of stuff. Murray and Brophy would just kind of switch, because one of them was kind of on the wing and one of them was up front, but they would just obviously switch, kind of rotate, and Turner was getting involved in that as well, and it was all very fluid and all very nice. Victor Latore, he was playing in a more advanced role, kind of as part of the midfield, and he was really, second half especially, he was great. He was getting involved in a lot of stuff, played his part in the first goal, I think, and then obviously
the one with the handball, was it?
Yes, and then scored the third as well. And there was another, he set up a great chance for Alex Samuel, and so I was very impressed. There was a triple change. So we had the triple change in midweek.
I want to talk about the whole triple change thing, because triple changes, whenever they happen, seem to cause mayhem.
Yes,
and not in a good way.
No,
because when I noticed it, because Montgomery done it at St Mirren, and there was a goal that was scored right away when Hibs were playing in the cup. We had the
Aberdeen,
the infamous Pauk triple substitution. We had, and now we've got the triple substitution here. And I think Aberdeen do a lot of that. I think Aberdeen like to do triples quite a lot. And if Hearts done a triple substitution this season,
probably.
But I just there's a lot of mounting evidence that obviously changing a third of your team might cause a few minutes of getting to grips with it.
Yeah, I'm still to fully really make up my mind on whether how much I think it's a good thing or a bad thing, because I think in this day and age, when I think so much of modern football really rests on fitness, everybody's just so fit, that I think when you have a team that's going at 99% and another one's going at 97%, that can actually play a lot in the park. I think that's why you get more of these shocks at the highest level, like you've seen at the World Cup. Like, I know it's maybe like a strange World Cup had something to do with it, like at the time of year and
all that stuff.
a lot of players in the bigger leagues have been knackered, but that's probably why that these kind of other nations, they can run as hard. So just get a bunch of your guys in your team who can either run more or run just as much as the more talented opposition, and you've got a puncher's chance. So I can see why you would want to bring on so many changes throughout a game to just keep everybody fresh. But at the same time, sometimes when it's working, I mean, I don't want to go too bad, like Alex Dyer has never used substitute ever. But sometimes when it doesn't really need fixed, don't try to change it. And it was a strange triple sub to make because County were absolutely dominating up until that point. And to be fair, Motherwell scored not long after, and that had a little bit to do with the changes. I'll basically come on to what the change didn't work. But then after that, County were still good. They not only scored, but they had another couple of good chances to score as well. Jordan White was winning headers and causing problems. Alex Samuel, he missed a good chance that Eamon Brophy's probably got a better chance of scoring. Even Simon Murray's probably got a better chance of scoring because Alex Samuel doesn't really score goals.
No.
But he was at least somebody that was involved. He was causing problems, and County were still looking like the better team. The sub that didn't work, and I wonder if this one was enforced, because I thought this was the one that made the least sense of the lot, was taking Scott Allardyce off and bringing on Scott High. Just High's barely really played before, and you're bringing him on when you've got a 2-0 lead away for home to sit in front of the back four, and there's
a lot of responsibility with that one,
and he is partially at fault for both goals. He gives it away, the first one. He wins the ball back, but then he takes a really bad touch, and Muller will get it for there, and it's far too easy, just a simple ball through, and Beereth's in behind the defence, and he's going round the goal, and he's getting fouled. The second one, you could say, right, it's not really his fault, because Jack Baldwin's leathered it off him from 5 yards away. But you do wonder, he's not playing in the team as often. Does Allardyce, or one of the defensive midfielder, Latorre, who usually plays back there, does he know? Has Baldwin played that because he doesn't expect High to be standing there? And is he played a bad pass, or has he played a pass that he's just kind of done it like muscle memory? And then suddenly there's a teammate standing that's ballooned off him.
Baldwin, we want to hire you to be talking on his behalf here.
I know very much playing spin doctor for Jack Baldwin there.
Fucking Baldwin. More. Can I hear more from Craig Fowler, please?
But it's just that is a strange sub to make. But like I say, if it was enforced, then kind of fair enough. Because you can say, well, move Latorre back, but then he scores the third, and he was still playing very well further forward. So
as well for that, strong.
But that's the kind of thing, if you make a triple, this is the same with Barry Robson about weeks. I think a couple of the subs were fine.
Yeah.
But it was Clayton Clarkson for Conor Barron one that fucked them. So if you're going to make so many changes at a time, there is a chance that one of them's going to go wrong.
Yeah. Yeah. Why not give it 5 minutes as well to solve it? Just to see how something goes. But that's because you're talking about the fitness side, that since there's so much technology now, people can see, that person's runnings went down. I'll use Lee Johnson doing the
you're
thing
running at your 82%.
Kyle McGuinness last when he didn't take him off against St Johnstone. And he said his stats were still high enough, so it shouldn't happen.
Even though he was visibly knackered.
That's what he said. But I said he's obsessed with stats. That was his whole thing. So it's maybe that they're being led by that. Maybe sports science leads that, and they're encouraged maybe to make changes when they hit a certain
I think so. I think that does play a lot into it. And if my theory on football in general is correct, that is what you should be doing. However, it still sometimes ends up especially when you've just scored to go 2-0 up as well, taking off your two players that have just scored.
It's just but I think that even though they'll have really be a gut punch for this, I still think County should take the positives out of this.
I think
smart, because they were really looking.
It's a good blueprint to go forward.
They were looking stodge in games. You were like, where are they going to score? And they didn't have. There's not as much of the same excuses as you make for St Johnstone, because there is a talent here. There is enough. I mean, it's not world beaten, but they've got. You've got the
there's more top flight talent there than there is at St Johnstone.
The component parts to have players who can score goals at this level.
And I think it's a massive point for Motherwell for two reasons. One, it really stops the rot, as they were starting to, because they were not great for 75 minutes of this game at all. And a team that started the season so well, and even when they went on that losing streak, the first three games, home to St Mirren, away to Rangers, home to Celtic, they played well in every single game. And they were very unlucky to take no points for that. But you know what it's like. Losing becomes in a culture, becomes a habit. But also Mika Beereth coming back, because he's just clearly clearly the best forward.
Aye,
by an absolute mile.
Aye, because he's got like a really.
By the way, how little like a footballer did Connor Wilkinson look like scoring that goal?
No, it's weird because Wilkinson has moments where you think he looks all right, and he looks like
I think he looks all right when he's back to
goal, like he might be a handful, but
very slow and he doesn't really.
Because Graham was so positive about Connor Wilkinson that when I was slagging him off, he got me, and I was thinking, am I wrong? I don't know if I am.
No,
but Wilkinson, he got the goal, big moment for them. But Bereth is like he's just like looks a striker.
Yes,
he's big, he's
powerful.
Awkward, he's powerful, he's really aggressive, he's quick. It's like you look really quite good,
and unlike Theo Berry can score goals.
Aye, so I mean they keep him fit. Like the team looks good with him in it because you've got Spittle and Slattery, and they look like they quite like playing with a main focal point that they can play off because they both. Especially Slattery has improved. He looks good that he can go beyond, and there's more room to do that if you only play with one striker.
There was a moment in the first half where Spittle, I meant to look back at it and I forgot, but it was somebody with fair hair, so it was either Shaw or it was Harry Payton. But somebody played a ball into Spittle. And it was kind of like, I think it was like a give and go. And he got into the box and then he was kind of like approaching the byway and he done like a reverse ball into like the 6-yard area. And I think it was Ollie Shaw that played the pass. If it wasn't, he wasn't even in shot and this point still stands. But I think he moved further away from the goal, like from the 6-yard box. He went backwards as if to like, I want the ball back here, please. Yeah. And Theo Bear was just standing like, I don't know, somewhere near the penalty spot with his thumb up his arse. It was just like Spittle went mental when he played that reverse pass and then looked around and there was just nobody there. Like it just must be so frustrating as a midfielder where you've just got guys up front
stationary
or not forwards. Really. How many times are we going to try this Ollie Shaw thing? Like
it's with the Ollie Shaw. The thing that's weird is the things he was good at when he came through at Hibs.
Yeah,
was like
good at getting chances,
movement, and like his all round game wasn't spectacular, but it was very much looked like he was kind of like a classic striker, if you know what I mean, where he didn't really want to be involved and he was only thinking about playing between the posts and he got himself a lot of chances. And it's like with experience, he's lost now. Like it's like reverse. It's like the older he gets, the younger he gets. He's like a Benjamin Button striker. So like it really doesn't make any sense whatsoever, the whole Ollie Shaw career. It doesn't make any sense at all. But this Tchaikovsky, I thought he was meant to be. I was told he was a Macedonian international coming from a big league.
I don't think he's ever actually played for them, to be fair. I think he's maybe an under. Let me just double check.
I think he's been in the squad.
Right. Okay. I don't think he's actually.
He came.
Played.
Where did he come for Greece?
There was certainly a lot of hype for him, but I saw him. It was when they were knocked out of the League Cup by St Mirren. I was there that day, and he started the game, and he was very poor, and Motherwell were very poor, and he got taken off at half time for Lennon Miller.
I'm going to go. I think I might try and go to Paisley if you're just kicking around, or you might be at the Hearts. Is Hearts playing next Wednesday night?
Oh yeah, I'm going to what do you call it? Livingston at home.
Oh, because I think I'm going to go.
I'm not entirely sure why I'm even going.
I'm going to. When is Livingston at home? Is that this week? Have Hearts got a midweek game next week as well, like Hibs have?
Oh wait, I don't know. Because
Hibs are playing St Mirren next Wednesday night.
I'm not sure that we actually do. No, we don't. No, Hearts have got Livingston, Rangers, and then Motherwell the following Saturday.
Well, I might be going with Big Duncan if you're looking for it to take in a football match.
Yeah, I've got the show though, so it depends on when we finish.
St Mirren versus Hibernian.
We are finishing a bit earlier now.
It's been the new way of doing it. But people probably don't care about our social life and how long it takes you to record a TV show. Back to Motherwell, but yeah, I think it's one of those weird ones that I think both teams will. When the dust settles for Malcolm Mackay, he'll be much happier because he might be onto something.
Yes.
In terms of an attacking and create goals. And that Simon Murray goal was absolutely brilliant.
Yes,
it was so good. With the Turner, you see the action. Turner needs to play, man. He's all action. He's like,
that shows you what kind of fans have been saying. Like, he doesn't play either him or Danda. It's like one or the other.
It's like, but like guys like Turner. every team in Scottish football has to have that style of midfielder. You know, the box to box, quite agile, all action, can get around the pitch.
Can play.
And play, like they have to, every team needs one of them. He has to be playing for that team. And if you were to have him, Laturi, and Allardyce even, I think you're onto something there, and you could still go with Danda, Brophy and Murray in that similar way, because you want to play Danda for set pieces, and obviously you don't have Jordan White anymore, so that's taken away something from those Danda set pieces. But on the whole, that's what I'd be looking to have. And Motherwell, like you said, stopping that slide, because it would start to get worrying, and now you've got Bailiff fit, so who says they can't go and get some more results again?